Hello, and welcome back to, I guess, the continuing episodes of the restoration of this Lotus 7 here in the motor house. My name is Chris. Okay, so, what's the latest and greatest? I picked up, let's see if it probably looks better over here. I picked up this rubber block, this guide. Best way to put it, it's a guide. And it goes back here. Let's see if I can do this a little better here. It goes back here on the back of the differential, and it is, let's see if I can get my fingers out of the way, and maybe it'll look a little better here. It goes there. You can see that there was a strap there, and it got cut off, ripped off, I don't know what. But it's a guide for the handbrake, a rod that goes from side to side. So I need to make a new holder. A new strap. And looking at that, it's about 16 gauge. And I've seen photos of them on others, and you'll see where the sides are turned up. And what I did is I did bring this up a little bit. Took a punch and bring it up. So I need something to weld to when I put this up. So I took and figured out to make this. So I'll show you what I've made. And this fits in between those two raised sections. And I made this. It's 16 gauge. Some scrap steel I had around. Basically a piece of this. And I had one angle. I needed then to just make the other angle. And now I have to get a piece of 3/4 inch rod, which I have, and then bend this. Let's see if I do this. Bend this so it goes and forms the loop or the hoop. And I can trim everything and weld it on. So that's that part, that little work that's getting done. Alright. Brake line in the rear. Looking at some old photos, I don't remember if I put this in the last one, but looking at some old photos, I noticed that there was a hole here. I figured that's where that brake line went to, and I drilled the hole, put it in. I did have this set up in here initially, but I looked at, let's see if I can steady this a little bit better. I looked at a photo of another chassis for one of these, we'll say modified 7s that's in New Zealand. And it was kind of them send me the photo. And I noticed that they took the line straight to the T. So it didn't go to here and then another piece, it just went straight to the T. I think, well, maybe that is the way it should be. Because it's on another chassis that was built just after this. And if my information is correct, they built, I think, 4 or 5 of these after this one. So it's on one of them that I got the photo. I did change out some of the bolts. You'll see some shorter ones here. I changed these bolts down here, and the only thing I have left to change out is this bolt here. I thought 5-inch would do it. Nope, it's just not enough. Even once this compresses, it isn't. It's got to be 5.5. I have them. They just came in. Swapped them out, and then all the hardware in the back end will be correct. So that's the update there. This is my first attempt at, because I haven't done this before, so I'll call it my first attempt. This is the piece for back of the differential for that hoop I'm trying to make. I figured out that, can put it in the arbor press here and press it down, and I don't want to press it just against these because they may deform. So I made up some shims here to support it on. And then I made up, let's see if I can get this in here, this little 3/4 inch dowel, which I'll set in place. And the flat is so that it will sit against this, and I will apply heat to everything and press it down. That's the plan. Of course, I'm not going to video this because I will need all of my attention while I do it. So I'll show you the results as I go. I'm sure it's going to be done in stages. Just kind of a in process shot. All right, well, I think it turned out really well. I guess, what do you guys think? Yeah, I think it turned out really well. I did have to trimming, need some trimming done. I finished making the band, hoop band, however we're gonna refer it to. Yep, and this, you might see the jagged there. That's because what I'm welding it to comes out that far, so I've matched it in order to be able to weld to it. The next thing I have to start concentrating on are the small pieces that need to be sandblasted and painted. Things like engine mounts, radiator mounts. This is the crossbar that goes between the towers in the front, and it needs a good cleanup and painting. This is the carrier or brace. We'll call it a carrier. Better thing, carrier for the steering rack. So it goes on the front of the firewall and holds the steering shaft. But it has this bushing, which was in poor shape, and it goes in there. And I have to identify what that bushing is, or maybe make one, possibly, to get that done. But that's got to get cleaned up, painted. Yep, just a water pump pulley, and then something else. Let's see, make clear the table, and I'll show you what that is. The handbrake cable. This is the, I guess, the conversion point where pull on this. This pulls on from the handle that's inside the car, and this pulls it, which pulls the lever pulls the cable. All right, I had previously said that, let me get my fingers around here. Previously said that I was looking for the clevis that's in there, and that the original part number, which was an I think A007 something, that was used even up onto the Elites and Eclats, could not find it anywhere. But what I did find is that there was a clevis similar on a Plus 2. And so I ordered 2 of them, and this is it. And this is for the other end of the cable. So I would say it very much matches the other one. So if you're needing one for, we'll say, 7 Elite Eclat, one from Plus 2, which is A036 number, I think. Sorry, I don't have the rest of it in my brain at the moment. I can't remember it, but it works. So let's talk about handbrake cable, because it was frozen. I put some covers on the messy bench because it's easier to see the cable. And get around here. It was frozen. It was not budging inside that sleeve at all. This has a strange attachment, which is a good thing, a very much good thing. Grease nipple. I'm hoping it was easily accessible where it was. I'll have to take a look and see where that is in the back, where it ends up. But being able to grease it up, if it's under your normal maintenance, you remember to do it, keeps it from getting frozen, the cable getting frozen inside. And there's the other end of it. Now, I tried, 2 days worth of work here and there to get the cable to free up. and I could tug and tug up here and nothing would move. Okay, so it went into the parts washer. It was all scrubbed up so that could penetrate into it. Put it in a container and sprayed lots of Coralol all over and over on it. Still didn't free up. The outside case was getting free. Put oil in it, still not freeing up. So I set it up kind of like this. Took a torch to it because it's steel cable, steel outer, and ran a torch down it a couple of times to heat it up to get it to free up. I got like 4 times I ran a torch down, 4 different times, and then would try to free it up and such. The oil that I got inside was bubbling, lots of troubles. And I would whip it around like a snake, trying to get it to free up. Nothing. What I finally did is I went by hand over and over on it, bending little areas, trying to see where it was. And let's see, if that is the lever, I would say it was about right in here that I found the spot. And as I tried to bend it, it kind of just wouldn't bend. And then as I got it to bend a little more, I felt that little pop inside. And then everything was moving. So the cable now moves freely, which is nice. Very nice. So what I'm going to do here, what I've been doing, and I'm going to continue doing, is that's a better way to put it, is for this, I'm injecting oil. I have an oil gun, which is basically like a grease gun. Instead of shooting out grease, it specifically is for oil. And I use that on, well, it's over there, the old Rolls Royce, because the suspension on the old Rolls Royce requires an oil gun to inject it into its version of nipples, which are called E-knot fittings. Just a little something. So I put a normal fitting on the oil gun, and I keep putting oil in. And since this is downhill, move the lever a couple of times, put some more oil in. My wife is going to be coming out in a bit, and she's going to be operating the lever as I inject oil in, and we'll try to speed this process up. But I want to get a really good coating of oil inside the sheath so that any rust that's in there is worked through and it won't rust again, hopefully for a very, very long time. So, all right, a little preventive measure for the future. But that is the update on the handbrake cable. The part is set in position, held in place. Let's see if it'll focus a little better, a little bit. I'm going to tack it, and then I can take the magnets off and finish welding it in place. But that's what it's supposed to be. Well, I'll say it's as close as I think I'm able to make it. So, okay, it's well on. Let's turn some light on, see if that helps it. Oh, let's get my hands not shake. So it's on. Yep. I gotta grind some welds away. Kind of. Let's see how the bottom turned out. Oh, not too bad. I do some grinding, do some final finishing to it, but the part has been prepping for coat of primer. Okay, a coat of primer. Let's see, yep. And sorry, oh, finger out in the way. Sorry about that. All right, coat of primer. My exhaust, so that don't have the paint fumes and not breathing any of it. Okay, that's about a good place to stop this video. I will tomorrow give it a coat of finish paint, and let's see, I switch fingers here real quick. All right, and then this little piece, once everything is cured, can get installed. And that will be the end of that little project. So, all right, thank you for watching. And if possible, if you liked it, click like, because I don't know how many people actually like this, except those that, maybe 5% of the people actually click the like button. So, it doesn't get me any money. I'm not doing this for any kind of funds from YouTube. There's not enough people, subscribers, and that's not why I do this. So, all right, have fun on your own projects. Hope this has encouraged you to get yours done. All right, thanks for watching.